Coming up on Juice and Java, Nicole and I will recap this week's top headlines.
And the band FLOTUS is here, and they'll be performing live.
And check us out. We did some JJ Winter Games skiing edition.
It's pretty scary.
It should be a lot of fun. All that right now on Juice and Java.
And good morning, Syracuse. I'm Nicole DeMentri.
And I'm Federico. Thanks for starting your morning with us.
Let's kick things off with the squeeze. A shooting at Parkland, Florida High School marks the United States' 30th mass shooting of 2018. A former student expelled for disciplinary reasons walked into the school with a legally purchased AR-15 rifle and opened fire. He killed 17 students and teachers over the course of 6 minutes. The FBI revealed they were aware of the threats about the shooting but failed to follow up. Attorney General Jeff Sessions ordered a review of the bureau, and Florida Governor Rick Scott called for the FBI directors to resign. Emotions continue to run high at the school after the massacre.
There's much more that can be done, much more that needs to be done, and much more that people like Marco Rubio and Rick Scott are not doing. And it's scary to think that these are the people who are making our laws when our community just took 17 bullets to the heart. And it feels like the only people who don't care are the people making the law.
It's really an unfortunate situation, and you hear the emotion coming out of that student right there. Things like this can have such an impact on people's lives.
Well, what I was going to say is we've heard that quote many times this week, whatever news station you're watching, and to just hear that they took 17 bullets to the heart really resonates with you. Regardless of what happens in the future, we need to do better, and hopefully things will change. And parents won't have to be afraid to send their kids to school, and kids won't have to be afraid to go to school.
This really reminds you that things like this can happen anywhere. Broward County, Florida, a beautiful place.
Yeah.
And 2012 Republican presidential candidate Mitt Romney is running for a different public office in 2018. The former governor of Massachusetts announced last week he is running for the Utah Senate seat left vacant by longtime Senator Orrin Hatch. Romney is not originally from Utah, but his Mormon roots and past work there with the Olympics have created strong ties to the state. He released a video announcement where he appealed to Utah voters' values and their need for change in Washington. Romney has been critical of President Trump in the past, and experts say his bid may be a way for moderate Republicans to gain some control in the GOP. So this is a really interesting move by the former governor of Massachusetts, and I think Utah is a base where he can really succeed. He won over 90% of the vote in the Utah presidential primary back in 2012, beat President Obama handily in the state of Utah.
But what you do have to remember, and some people are arguing the fact that he hasn't lived there long enough, and some people are citing that he hasn't lived in Utah long enough to be able to even run for this seat. So it'll be interesting to see how things play out, and if he continues on the campaign trail. November still feels like it's a long way away, but it's really not, especially for political season. And moving on to the international stage, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is once again facing claims of corruption. New police findings show Netanyahu could have accepted as much as $300,000 in bribes on 2 separate occasions. Israeli police recommended he be indicted last week, listing crimes such as fraud, breach of trust, and bribery. The Israeli PM denied the claims, pointing out that he's been falsely accused before. He will continue in his role as the country's leader until the Attorney General decides whether to move forward with charges. And I know we listened and we looked up before. The education minister in Israel held a press conference and was on Wednesday in Tel Aviv, and he was saying that he doesn't support what the PM is doing, Netanyahu is doing, and thinks that, you know, he should really step down and step aside.
Well, we have to remember that all of these, none of this is legally binding. They're all just recommendations. No legal moves have been made yet. This is just a recommendation, and Netanyahu came out and said these allegations are false, just like previous allegations against him. So we'll see where this goes. This is far from over, I'm sure.
Yeah, and he has been prime minister, if we remember, since 2009, so he's been in power for quite a while. Like you said, it has happened before.
And another scandal plagues yet another world leader. South African President Jacob Zuma was forced to resign. Zuma's African National Congress Party ordered him to step down after years of corruption and bribery allegations. The party elected Cyril Ramaphosa to replace him before the next general elections in 2019. The ANC party, which elected Nelson Mandela in the 90s, has been losing popular support in the last few years. Ramaphosa says he hopes to help his party to re-election by fulfilling job creation promises. South African financial markets also rallied as news of the peaceful change of power spread to the economy. Zuma continues to deny all the allegations against him, which is pretty interesting considering he stepped down pretty much immediately after these things came out against him.
It'll be interesting to see how this continues to unfold, and I know the new leader in charge, Ramaphosa, said that he is excited to bring change and is channeling Nelson Mandela to bring a new reign for the country, and I think that should be a good change.
The ANC, his party, which we talked about, Nelson Mandela, that's just so important to the history of South Africa and their people, and hopefully that's a party that can get back on their feet after these corruption charges and find a way to work it out. And with Ramaphosa running for re-election again in 2019, we'll see how it goes for them. We certainly will. And now switching gears, if you were planning on going to the movies this weekend, you're going to have to act fast, especially if you want to see the Disney blockbuster Black Panther. It's already raking in the big bucks, and after only one night in theaters, get it, one night. This historic superhero movie has already made $25 million. Yes, that's $25 million. The second best showing of any Marvel movie ever. The film has received a lot of attention as a major motion picture with a predominantly African-American cast. The film also has a diverse crew, and its soundtrack, featuring Connor's favorite, Kendrick Lamar, has gotten rave reviews. Black Panther is on track to become the highest grossing film with a complete African-American cast. Now, I heard some great things. I know the Black Lives Matters Syracuse student group here on campus actually went and saw it Thursday night. They previewed it, and I just heard rave reviews from friends of mine that went and saw it, and they just absolutely loved it. I can't wait to see it. It's a different brand of a superhero movie that we haven't seen in a long time. When Marvel cranks out a hit like this, everybody has to go see it. It's one of the most important times of the year when Marvel comes out with a movie like this, especially for superhero fans. I haven't heard Kendrick's album or the soundtrack yet for the movie, but I'm looking forward to hearing it. I'm looking forward to seeing the movie.
I think a lot of people are, and it looks like it's going to be sold out this weekend, so we might have to go catch it next weekend.
All right, well, maybe you and I can go see it. And speaking of seeing movies, are you having a hard time dating in Syracuse? Well, you're definitely not the only one. A report of 11,000 single people across the country reveals that Syracuse is the worst city for dating in the United States. Less than 15% of people here are happy with their dating lives. This is well below the national average of 42%. Explanations include the long and cold winters and the declining economy. However, neighboring city Rochester ranked near the top of the list, with over half of people satisfied with their dating lives. Madison, Wisconsin took the top spot in the report. So clearly the cold weather excuse is not going to get it done here. No. Madison's very cold. Rochester's just as cold as us. What's going on here? I don't know, but what I will tell you what's going on is I'm moving to Madison, Wisconsin tomorrow. Right, you have fun with that. I'll stay here. Because, okay, you stay single, you stay here. No, but it's interesting to see that, you know, they haven't had much luck here, and, you know, friends of ours, they're all pretty much single. Less than 15% of people, that's wild. We all have to move to Rochester. I guess so. All right, so after the break, Lilia Wood is in studio to talk about what's been going on at the Winter Olympics so far. And don't miss it, the Juice and Java Winter Games continue. You'll see me try skiing for the very first time. It was pretty scary. It didn't go too well. Stay with us.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb.
But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham-bam minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
Welcome back after that quick break. Now, if you didn't know, the Winter Olympics are continuing to go on in South Korea, and Team USA is not lacking in the gold department.
Well, they're not in first place either, and our morning correspondent Lilia Wood is here to give us a recap of some of Team USA's biggest moments so far.
Well, guys, it's hard to talk about the Winter Games without mentioning snowboarder Shaun White, who reclaimed the gold medal in the halfpipe, marking the U.S.'s team 100th overall gold medal in the Winter Olympics. After his run, White stumbled under questions about former sexual harassment allegations and later said he regretted past behavior. Take a listen.
You know, honestly, here to talk about the Olympics, not, gossip. So, but I don't think so. I am who I am, and I'm proud of who I am, and my friends, love me and vouch for me, and I think that stands on its own. So.
The United States' first married couple to compete in pair skating since 1988 helped the team take home the bronze medal. Chris and Alexa Knierim competed together on Valentine's Day and impressed the judges by landing a difficult quad twist during their free skate. They took it to Twitter to dedicate their performance to the Florida school shooting victims. Now, going outside of the rink, events on the slope were being postponed because of the bad winds and weather. Finally, after 2 races being delayed, 22-year-old Michaela Schifrin was able to win and take her first gold medal in women's giant slalom. The American alpine skier is coached by her mom, and Michaela's secret to success? She naps between every run and gets on average 9 hours of sleep a night. If training for the Olympics requires that much sleep, sign me up. Another one of America's sweethearts on the slope, Chloe Kim, took home the gold in the women's halfpipe this week. At only 17 years old, she is the youngest halfpipe medalist in Olympic history. Immediately after she won, her dad's reaction to the gold medal went viral, and Chloe herself is still shocked that she won. Take a look.
Someone told me, congrats on the gold medal, and I was just like, don't really know what that means. So I definitely need to just sit with my family and kind of let it sink in.
Although so much has already happened, there is still about 1 week left until the Olympic clothing ceremony next Sunday. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Lilia. When we come back, Nicole and I go from the Olympic Games to our own Juice and Java Winter Games.
It should be exciting. Make sure to stay with us.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason. Because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where the cats go on vacation? New York.
Nicole and I are here on Song Mountain, just on the other side of Cortland County, 35 minutes away from campus.
Yep.
We're going to be learning how to ski today.
Yeah, it was a beautiful drive down here tonight, and we're certainly going to need some help. Maybe not you because you've skied before, but this girl has never skied in her life, so that's why we brought Greg Badberry here. He is part of CitrusTV News family, and he's going to teach us how to ski. And if you don't know, he's an expert. Check out his YouTube videos.
Greg, we have a lot to learn. Do you think you can help us in a short amount of time?
I hope so, and I think by the end of this, we'll be some pretty good skiers.
We've got a little piece of mountain all to ourselves here. What do you want us to do?
So we're going to work on a little downhill event here. That's one of the big events in the Olympic Games. And so we're going to go down the hill. And the biggest thing is that skiing is all about balance. So the most important thing is you want to be leaning forward. You know, hands on your knees certainly helps a little bit. And then just kind of lean forward. And then the other thing a lot of people like to compare it to is food. French fries and pizza.
Okay.
Pizza
You're talking my language.
Pizza is this.
Yeah.
You know, make a slice of pizza.
I'm gonna.
So if you want to try that, Nikki.
I'm trying to get there.
All right, so yep, just
Like
like
that?
Perfect.
Okay.
So that's pizza, and that's
Okay.
what we're gonna probably stay in for
Your
most
slice
of this.
is a little bigger than ours.
It is, but
I have a very thin slice. It's okay.
No need for the bigger slice. It's okay, and then you're just gonna kind of want to put your hands on your knees and move forward slowly.
Okay. All right, Connor, I'm going to let you go first so I don't run into you or fall into you.
There we go. Oh. Get a little momentum there, and then pizza. Oh. There you go. Hands on your knees. Yeah, you're going to need a little momentum to get going here. It's not the steepest of hills, but you know, if you can want to like move a little bit, and then you'll probably get going.
Lean forward a little. Hands on the knees.
Yep.
Okay. I'm still going.
Do you want to?
Okay. Greg, how do I go?
I'm going to give you a little boost.
Oh no.
Okay.
Don't let me fall.
Okay. So we're just gonna. All right. Now hands on your knees and lean forward. There you go, just like that.
Okay, how do I stop? Do I stop? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
On the pizza.
Nikki, pizza!
Oh, okay. I'm totally fine. I just have a lot of momentum. I don't know if I can get out.
All right, so the best way is you're going to want to kind of try and step back a little bit. Here, I'll come over here to help you out, and then
As I just keep falling backwards. This is like not a lesson. Okay.
I should have grabbed shorter skis.
I'm good.
Okay, so now in this situation, I think we're just going to take the skis off and start over. All right, guys, so now we're going to ski down this way, and, you know, Nikki's down there, and we're going to hopefully give her a high five on our way down and, you know, maybe work on some turns. So,
I'm following you.
all right, so we're going to go hands on our knees, pizza, and then we're going to lean to the left. Lean to the left, go down this way, and then we're going to lean to the right a little bit, and here's Nikki.
Here I am.
We're almost there, and we made it.
Woo! Woo! Okay, all right, so we're heading back into the lodge. It was a ton of fun today, Greg. Thank you so much for teaching us. I really do appreciate it. I know I wasn't the best beginner student, but thank you for teaching us. And Connor, you killed it today.
Thank you very much, Nicole. I appreciate it, Greg. You were the best teacher around. And if we want to come back to Song Mountain, it is a ton cheaper for students to just bring their student IDs, and we should be doing that more often.
Yeah, and it's just a straight shot down the highway from SU. or Lemoyne or any of the colleges that are up near the hill. So definitely we'll be back here, and you know what? Don't miss it, because next FLOTUS, the musical band, will be performing. So don't miss it. Stay with us, guys.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing. And it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
What are you, superheroes?
Just four brothers who hate bullies and love this city. Gear up, guys.
Thanks for sticking with Connor and I. And you know what we have here today? We have FLOTUS here today.
Yeah, FLOTUS, you might think of the First Lady of the United States, but they're all guys, and they're here with us right now. So FLOTUS, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
First questions first. How'd you get the name?
Well, so this is a question we get a lot, and usually we're like, we have to. So basically, we were searching for names because we played our first show with no name at all, and it was like just like my name, and then
we were like, we all wanted to
we couldn't have. We were like, that's fine. So yeah, like over break, we were like shooting each other like crazy names and stuff, and then I was like on Twitter, and I saw Michelle Obama's Twitter, and I was like, FLOTUS. And it's like,
Nice.
it's kind of like floats. It's kind of cool. We could come up with different things. So like sometimes we're like the funky lads of the United States, or like
Awesome.
Not a bad place to get inspiration from. So you guys just released a new EP.
Yes.
What was the recording process for that one?
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, it was pretty wild because we won a battle of the bands on campus, and we got 6 hours of free recording time at the local Subcat Studios.
Wow.
And a good friend and professor of ours, Patrick McDougall, mixed for us and engineered and did a phenomenal job.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You did an amazing job.
That's absolutely great. And I know you guys just dropped the EP, and I know you guys have a show coming up in Rochester. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so March 24th, we're opening for Too Many Zoos, which is
Cool.
It's a New York City like Sunday
Warriors.
band.
I've heard of them. Yeah. They play great music.
Yeah.
They're wild.
And if we want to find tickets, we should head to your social media accounts?
Yeah. So it's FLOTUS_SYR. That's for our Instagram, our Twitter. Also, we have a Facebook, and you can just look up FLOTUS, and we should come up.
Perfect.
Yeah, that sounds great. I can't wait to listen to the EP.
Yeah.
And we're going to be hearing from more of you guys on the other side of the break. FLOTUS will be live joining us
Very
in
excited
studio
for
to
that.
perform one of their newest songs. I can't wait. What about you?
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely awesome. We heard a little bit earlier, and it sounded like it rocked.
Okay, thank you guys so much. So stick around on the other side of this break. FLOTUS, live in studio performing.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to Juice and Java. FLOTUS is still in studio with us today to perform a new single from their new EP.
We're super excited, and take it away, guys.
I said that I don't have a type, but I'm still alone all the time. I get worked up over small things, just some pretty little lies do it for me. Surely, there's a chance for me. Maybe it's for me, but I'll do a sentence. I said I'm cloudy with a chance of meatballs, covered in that sweetest sauce. Looking for a sweet ride, sleeping steady to me, dog. Just the men of forecast for the girl like a guy who says that. I don't even know, but we can cook it up and put it in the stove. You know how to cook, baby, cause I don't. If you do all what you do, and I do my dog. I got a bottle of spices and herbs. I'll get it for you if you can't type with your words. Cause I suck at small talk, so I just let you talk. Guess what I think. So let me buy you a drink and I'll get rid of myself. Hope you like how I sleep, cause I can't do nothing else. I could write you some poetry, like I'm salt, your pepper, so baby, you go with me. Surely, there's a chance for me. Maybe it's for me, but I'll do a sentence. Yeah, dance with me, dance with me, dance with me. Do what I like, put your right foot in. Let me take you out, let me feel your lips press against my mouth, and don't forget the hips, because we're dancing low key. A little more than baby hokey. I want a girl who's my homie, so we can pass out hard and wake up slowly. Go insane for the night, fall in love in the morning. But see, I've never seen it out, exploring each other. I might sound like I'm crazy, I'm sorry, but I'm a sucker for fairy tale stories. Surely, there's a chance for me. Maybe it's for me, but I'll do it someday. I said I'll do it someday.
Thank you so much, FLOTUS. That was awesome.
That was so great.
I can't wait to hear more of it, and we can hear it on Spotify and Apple Music, their full EP. How great is that?
It's so exciting. You know what else is exciting? One of the bandmates I actually went to high school with. So it's exciting to see some hometown pride there. But that's all we have for Juice and Java this morning, sadly. Syracuse, I'm Nicole DeMentri.
And I'm Connor Federico. Thanks for starting your morning.